My today's topic is expectorant and emetics, which is in unit 4 in pharmaceutical inorganic chemistry first, and the subject code is BP104T in B form. So first of all, what we have to do is we have to understand what is expectorant. Expectorants are the drug that help in removing sputum from the respiratory tract either by increasing the fluidity or reducing the viscosity of the sputum or increasing the volume of the fluid that have to be expelled out from the respiratory tract through by coughing. Here sputum in cough which have to be removed out through the drug with the help of respiratory tract. Expectorant. So in easy words we can say that the expectorants are the substance which remove the sputum from the respiratory tract, and the example of this is potassium chloride. Classification of expectorant: according to their mechanism of action, we can classify expectorant into two types, that is sedative expectorant and stimulant expectorant types. Depending upon the mechanism of action, it is of two types, that is sedative and stimulant. In sedative we have ammonium chloride as an example, and in stimulant we have an lemon. Depending upon the mechanism of action, it is may be classified into following categories, such as first is volatile oil, that is eucalyptus oil. Iodide, that is potassium iodide, is an example of depending upon the mechanism of action. Third is ammonium salt. In ammonium salt, example is ammonium chloride, and miscellaneous resin. Emetics: induced vomiting, example antimony potassium tartrate. So here is some of the example which shows that natural emetics: salt, water, warm water, mild emetics, 2 spoon of common salt in 1 pint of warm water. So the natural emetics, we can say that the natural emetic is salt plus water in the presence of warm water gives mild emetics. While adding the 2 spoon of common salt, we know the natural emetics. Next is mustard seed plus 1 tablespoon ground mustard seed and half pin of warm water plus strong coffee and one of the best domestic stimulant, especially after a narcotic poison. So in the case of narcotic poison, we can use strong coffee on the best of the domestic stimulant, plus we use 1 tablespoon of mustard and a half spoon of a warm water. Through this we can remove of the narcotic poison. So mechanism of action: the mechanism of action include basically of two types, that is the emetics act by two types. First is local acting emetics by local irritation of the gastric mucosa, that is the example of this, that is local acting emetics is ammonium bicarbonate ipecac. Central acting emetics, that is the second types of drug, that is directly on the chromatophore trigger zone, that is CTZ in the floor of IV, in the ventricle, in the medulla. Example is amorphine and morphine. Types: depending upon the mechanism of action, it is of two types. That first is by stimulating CTZ, that is example of this CTZ is morphine, and B is by acting peripherally, that is ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride, which is a main example of this, and the common formula is NH4Cl. The synonym is ammonium butyrate. MOP is from ammonium to hydrochloride, that is NH3 plus HCl give rise to NH4Cl. Physical properties: the main physical properties of this substance, that is ammonium chloride, is white crystalline. It is of white crystalline powder, odorless, ammonical taste, very soluble in water, soluble in glycerine, soluble in alcohol, insoluble in acetone and ether, hygroscopic in nature. Uses: the main use of the substance ammonium chloride is mild expectorant, which is generally used to remove out the cough from the our respiratory tract. Second is to maintain the acid base balance in the body. Third is in the cough preparation. Storage condition: the storage condition of this substance is it should be stored in the well closed container at a cool place. Incompatibility: incompatible with the alkalis, carbonate, leads, silver. Here incompatibility means the substance which is not shows any of the activity with alkalis, carbonate, lead and silver salts. So it should be protected from these substances, and these, while protecting from these substances, the substance may not form or may contaminate or may not form any impurities. Potassium iodide, by using iodine, ferric salt and potassium carbonate. Physical property is a white crystalline powder, odorless, bitter in taste, soluble in water, soluble in glycerine, soluble in alcohol. Uses is as usual, we can see that in ammonium chloride uses are simply same, that is a mild expectorant to treatment of hypothyroidism, used as a source of iodine in the cough preparation, to stabilize in the preparation of solution in iodine. Storage as well as same here, storage condition should be stored in well closed container at a cool place. Incompatibility, incompatible, this substance is incompatible with the salt of mercury, bismuth, lead, iron oxidizing agent and dilute hydrochloric acid. As we say that in ammonium chloride, these substances also, this potassium iodide is also very incompatible with the mercury, bismuth, lead, iron oxidizing agent and dilute hydrochloric acid. So this have to be protected from these substance, while the substance may not form any impurity, and substance should be protected from its own contamination. Next is antimony potassium tartrate. The chemical formula is KOOC CHOH CHOH COO or C4H4KO7SH. That is, the synonym is tartar emetics and tartar emetics. MOP is by mixing of antimony trioxide, that is 5 parts, with the potassium acid tartrate and 6 parts. The physical properties are colorless powder, odorless, sweet taste, soluble in water, insoluble in alcohol, aqueous solution in aqueous solution, which is acidic in nature. Uses is, it is used as an emetic, it is used as an expectorant, or it is used as an antimicrobial agent. Storage condition, it should be stored in well closed container at a cool place. Incompatibility, same here, incompatible with the acid salts, heavy metal, albumins and soap solution. Why we not use emetics? First of all, in corrosive poisoning, that is acid and alkali, we should not use an emetic. In CNS stimulant poisoning, we should not use emetics. To unconscious patient, emetics should not be used. Thank you everyone. So here's my some views and thoughts on expectorant and emetics. Thank you.